Hi everybody, just a brief video today to look at a tool that's going to help us capture some information during our modeling session. Or essentially, all of the information that you see scrolling by in your command window or that's displayed for us, that's the information that's going to be saved. So we can use this for any number of things. We can use it to help troubleshoot, evaluate the commands that are used during a particular editing session. We can use it for training purposes. We can review coordinate entry. It can even help serve as kind of a black box to help us record the command transactions that were used in a particular model. So anyway, it can be a helpful thing, a useful tool for you to have in your toolbox, so want to make sure everybody was aware of it. So we'll get to it. The command is actually LOGFILEMODE, but it's one of those ones that we can probably get to a little bit easier by bringing up a dialog where we can see it. So I'm going to go to the Options dialog. And under the Options dialog, if we go to Open and Save, there'll be an area here for Maintain a Log File. So you can see the set variables here for log file mode. That's where we would turn it on and off. And then there's also a log file path. That's where the file is saved. And then we can also, there's one for the name as well. So it's turned off usually by default, I think in all instances. So it'd be something that we'd have to actively turn on. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Once we turn it on, it's on for all of our sessions. So it's not a drawing setting, but it's a system setting. So go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to go to Files. I'm going to come down underneath my log file location. We can see the folder where it's being saved. I'm going to browse to a different folder here because this is one by default that I'm probably not going to stumble across anytime soon. So I've got a Tuesday folder already set up on my desktop that we'll go ahead and grab. So I'm going to come down to my desktop here and we'll grab my Tuesday folder just to make the location of my log a little easier to find. So we'll go ahead and say OK. Well, from here, the first thing I'm going to do is save my drawing, give it a name because I'm in a default drawing 1. We'll go ahead and save. We'll give it a name. We'll put it in that same folder, Tuesday, and we'll just call the drawing Tuesday log file demo. All right, with that, we now have a log file that's being captured. So once again, everything that's going through our command line will be maintained for us. So we'll just go ahead and just do a little work here. We'll insert some points from a file. We'll go ahead and select some files from a list. Now, remember, every time you're working in a dialog box, it's not going to maintain what's happening in the dialog boxes. It can only capture those things that are in the command line. So some things we'll see that we've entered into a command and maybe not necessarily see all of the goings-on within that dialog, but we'll know which commands were run. So in this case, we'll go ahead and bring those points in. We'll add those points to a group. We'll just call this topo for right now. And we'll say OK. We will zoom extents so I can see all of my points. And let's say that I wanted to maybe connect the dots on some of these. We'll come up under home here. We'll connect a line. Actually, let's do it create by point number and range. Point number we're going to start with, we'll say, is 1259 through, we want to go to 1265. All right, it automatically connects up a line for us. Don't have any more, we'll go ahead and escape. We'll say C to close. That's closed. I'm happy with that. I could come in then and maybe move a segment just to capture that, maybe erase it if I realize I didn't need that. Let's run a audit. Fix any errors detected. We'll say yes. And no errors detected. We'll do a purge. Purge out any unnecessary things within my file. We'll purge all nested items, purge all, and close. All right. So we've just run some commands. I'm all done with this now, so I'm going to go ahead and save my file, and then we'll close out. And you know what? Before I close, let's take a look at the command line. If we go back and look, this is the information that it's going to save for us. Once again, even though it's not capturing what's in the dialog box, it's actually, or any dialog boxes we initiated during the sequence, it is capturing for us everything that went on. So even though I said go from 1259 to 1265, I see coordinates that are being used. And, if you think about it, this information can be used for any number of things. So I'm drawing lines using particular coordinates in that. If I'm having issues with maybe something not performing correctly, hey, there's one guy in the office that, for whatever reason, the files are having an issue, I can go back and see if there are any commands or something that are unique to that particular workstation or workflow that person's using. So anyway, with that captured, let's go ahead and close out of this file. And then I'm going to open up my Tuesday folder here. And if we look at the Tuesday folder, here is my log file. So we'll go ahead and double click to bring that up. Actually, that was, we'll bring this down here so we can see the whole thing. You'll see that is, and this is why the name is important, drawing 1212 as far as a log name, but you see it was QSave. Once I did the save, I was in drawing 1 initially, but once I did the save, it got a name, so it was a different file. So that log's in a different location, so we'll drop out of that. Here's the log file for that file. So the logs themselves are unique to the particular drawing file, so it's not constantly overwriting the same one. And then I can go down and look and see after that save all that I did. I imported points, I did a zoom extents, I created a line using point number 1259 to 1265. I see what that did. I see I canceled the sequence, I closed it, did a move, did an erase. Can't necessarily see which objects I moved or erased, but I can see that there was an erasure or a move done. I ran an audit, everything looked good, and I did a purge and no orphan data, nothing that was reported. I did a QSave and then a close. All right, so once again, it's a feature of Civil 3D or the AutoCAD-based applications that can be helpful. Most folks don't take advantage of it, but like I said, the information can be helpful for a lot of different things, whether it's training, troubleshooting, or just maintaining a record of what went on during a particular drawing session. So, hope this is helpful, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. See ya.